Bruce Lee is a name synonymous with martial arts and action cinema. However, his path to stardom was far from easy. Before becoming an international icon, Lee faced relentless rejection in Hollywood, racial discrimination, and skepticism regarding his acting abilities. Yet, through sheer perseverance, he not only carved out a place for himself in the film industry, but also revolutionized the portrayal of Asians in Western cinema. This is the story of Bruce Lee's struggles and ultimate success in Hollywood. Early years and passion for acting. Born in San Francisco in 1940 and raised in Hong Kong, Bruce Lee was introduced to acting at a young age. His father, Lee Hoi Chuen, was a well-known Cantonese opera performer, and Bruce made his film debut as a child actor. By the time he was 18, he had appeared in over 20 Hong Kong films. However, martial arts remained his true passion, and after moving to the United States for education, he began teaching his unique style of fighting. The first struggles, breaking into Hollywood. In the early 1960s, Lee moved to California with dreams of making it in Hollywood. He started teaching martial arts, and his skills caught the attention of several Hollywood insiders. His big break came when he auditioned for the role of Kato in the television series The Green Hornet, 1906. Though the show only lasted one season, Lee's performance was widely praised, and he became known for his impressive fighting skills. However, after The Green Hornet was cancelled, Lee struggled to find acting roles. Hollywood executives viewed him as an exotic novelty rather than a serious actor. Despite his undeniable talent, he was often overlooked for leading roles, which were given to white actors, even when the characters were meant to be Asian. Facing racial stereotypes in Hollywood, one of Lee's biggest frustrations was Hollywood's portrayal of Asians. At the time, Asian characters were often reduced to offensive stereotypes, either depicted as villains, comedic sidekicks, or submissive figures. The industry was not ready to accept an Asian leading man in action films, believing that Western audiences would not be interested in a non-white hero. A defining moment in Lee's career came when he was passed over for the lead role in Kung Fu, a television show based on martial arts and Eastern philosophy. Despite helping to develop the concept, the role was given to David Carradine, a white actor with no martial arts background. This rejection fueled Lee's determination to prove Hollywood wrong. The move to Hong Kong and rise to stardom frustrated by Hollywood's limitations, Bruce Lee decided to return to Hong Kong in 1971. To his surprise, he discovered that The Green Hornet had made him a household name in Asia, where the show was marketed as the Kato Show. Recognizing an opportunity, Lee partnered with Golden Harvest Studios to make martial arts films that would showcase his full potential. His first major film, The Big Boss, 1971, was a massive success in Asia. It shattered box office records and proved that Lee was a bankable star. He followed this with Fist of Fury 1972, which cemented his status as Hong Kong's biggest action hero. The return to Hollywood. Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee's undeniable success in Asia caught Hollywood's attention. Warner Brothers approached him with an offer to star in Enter the Dragon 1973, a groundbreaking film that would bridge the gap between Eastern and Western cinema. Lee finally had the opportunity to showcase his philosophy and martial arts skills on a global stage. However, the production of Enter the Dragon was not without its challenges. Lee had to fight for creative control, ensuring that the film remained authentic to his vision. He also battled health issues, pushing himself to physical extremes to deliver the best performance possible. When Enter the Dragon was released in 1973, it became a worldwide phenomenon. The film grossed over $350 million, making Bruce Lee an international superstar. Tragically, he did not live to see its success, as he passed away just days before the film's release. Legacy and impact on Hollywood. Bruce Lee's impact on Hollywood extended far beyond his own films. He shattered racial barriers, proving that an Asian actor could be a leading man in action cinema. His influence can be seen in countless martial arts films, action heroes, and even the rise of mixed martial arts, MMA. His philosophy, "Be water, my friend," continues to inspire people worldwide. Today, Bruce Lee is celebrated not only as a martial arts legend, but as a cultural icon who redefined Hollywood's perception of Asian actors. Birth and childhood, the birth of Bruce Lee in San Francisco, his early years in Hong Kong, and his exposure to martial arts and cinema. The young actor, his early acting career in Hong Kong cinema, influences from his father, and his introduction to martial arts, a rebel spirit, his street fights, early lessons in Wing Chun under Ip Man, and his first encounters with racial discrimination. Moving to America, his move to the US for education, struggles to fit in, and the beginnings of his martial arts school. Part 2. Hollywood Dreams and Harsh Realities. Breaking into Hollywood, teaching celebrities, auditioning for roles, and landing the Green Hornet. The sidekick syndrome, struggles with typecasting, Hollywood's reluctance to cast Asian leads, the Kung Fu betrayal, the controversy over the Kung Fu TV series, racism in the industry, rejection and reinvention, teaching martial arts to the elite, refining his philosophy. Part 3. The return to Hong Kong, golden harvest opportunity. How Bruce turned to Hong Kong cinema to take control of his destiny, the big boss breakthrough, the making of his first major hit and its impact. A fist of fury and defying colonialism, the deep symbolism in his movies and how they resonated with Asian audiences. Way of the Dragon, Hollywood takes notice. His first self-directed film, meeting Chuck Norris, growing power in the industry. Part 4, Hollywood Redemption, the making of a legend. Enter the Dragon, the ultimate opportunity. The first Hollywood-Hong Kong co-production, his struggle for creative control. Behind-the-scenes battles, the challenges during filming, his intense work ethic, pushing his limits. A tragic ending, the shocking, mysterious death of Bruce Lee before his greatest triumph. Posthumous stardom, the massive global success of Enter the Dragon, Bruce's lasting influence. Part 5, Legacy and Impact, changing Hollywood. Forever, how Bruce Lee paved the way for Asian actors in Hollywood. Jeet Kune Do's influence, the evolution of martial arts due to his philosophy. Bruce Lee in pop culture, his impact on movies, MMA, video games, and music. Immortal legend, why Bruce Lee remains relevant today, inspiring generations worldwide. Bruce Lee is a name that resonates beyond the realms of martial arts. He was not only a martial artist, but also a philosopher, an innovator, and a revolutionary figure who challenged the traditional norms of combat. His brainchild, Jeet Kune Do, JKD, is more than just a fighting system, it is a way of life, a philosophy that transcends styles, forms, and rigid traditions. This comprehensive account traces the evolution of Jeet Kune Do, exploring Bruce Lee's journey through various martial arts, his dissatisfaction with conventional methods, and his ultimate creation of a fluid, adaptable system that has influenced generations of fighters and martial artists worldwide. Bruce Lee's early martial arts journey. Bruce Lee was born in 1940 in San Francisco, but raised in Hong Kong, where he was introduced to martial arts at a young age. His primary training was in Wing Chun under the legendary Ip Man. Wing Chun emphasized close-range combat, quick strikes, and efficient movements, all of which later played a significant role in shaping Jeet Kune Do. However, even as a teenager, Lee was dissatisfied with the rigid structures of Wing Chun and sought to explore other disciplines. His experiences in street fights and the limitations he perceived in traditional styles made him question the effectiveness of adhering strictly to one martial art. The birth of a new approach. Upon moving to the United States in 1959, Bruce Lee continued his martial arts training while attending the University of Washington. He started teaching martial arts and soon began developing his unique style, initially called Junfan Kung Fu, named after his Chinese name, Li Junfan. However, Lee was not content with limiting himself to any one system. He continuously experimented with Western boxing, fencing, wrestling, and other martial arts, incorporating the most effective elements into his fighting philosophy. His realization was simple but groundbreaking. No single martial art was completely effective on its own. True combat required adaptability, efficiency, and practicality. This revelation laid the foundation for what would become Jeet Kune Do, the philosophical foundation of Jeet Kune Do. Bruce Lee's deep interest in philosophy played a crucial role in the development of JKD. Influenced by Taoism, Zen Buddhism, and the writings of Jiddu Krishnamurti, he sought to break free from the rigid dogmas of traditional martial arts. One of his famous sayings, "Be water, my friend," encapsulates the essence of JKD: fluidity, adaptability, and the ability to mold oneself to any situation. Lee rejected the idea of being bound to a particular style or system. Instead, he believed in absorbing what was useful, discarding what was not, and adding what was uniquely his own. This principle became the core philosophy of Jeet Kune Do. The official birth of Jeet Kune Do. By the mid-1960s, Bruce Lee had fully developed his unique martial art and officially named it Jeet Kune Do, which translates to the way of the intercepting fist. The name itself reflects the art's emphasis on interception, striking the opponent before they can strike. JKD incorporated elements from multiple disciplines, including Wing Chun, trapping, centerline control, close quarters combat, Western boxing, footwork, head movement and punching techniques, fencing, and the concept of interception and distance control, Muay Thai and Savat, kicking techniques, Judo and Jiu-Jitsu, grappling and throwing techniques, wrestling, Takedown defense and clinch work, this combination of styles made JKD one of the earliest examples of a true mixed martial art, decades before the rise of modern MMA. The challenges and criticism. Bruce Lee's approach to martial arts was met with resistance from traditionalists. Many masters of established styles saw his ideas as heretical, arguing that he was disrespecting centuries of tradition. However, Lee was undeterred. He firmly believed that martial arts should evolve, not remain stagnant. Despite criticism, he continued refining JKD, teaching a select group of students, including notable figures like Dan Inosanto, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Steve McQueen. These students would later play a pivotal role in preserving and spreading Jeet Kune Do after Lee's passing. Bruce Lee's Hollywood influence and global impact. Lee's success in Hollywood helped propel Jeet Kune Do into the global spotlight. His films, such as The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, and Enter the Dragon, showcased his unique fighting style and philosophy to audiences worldwide. The way he moved, fought, and expressed himself on screen inspired countless martial artists and action stars. His legacy in the martial arts world continues today, as Jeet Kune Do remains an influential system that has impacted various disciplines, including modern MMA. Fighters like Anderson Silva and Conor McGregor have acknowledged Bruce Lee's influence on their training and philosophy.